everybody. Welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here in person in Phoenix with my bestie Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie Jessica.
So it's time for those 1-minute book recs. This is where we go over all the books we read in the past week with 1-minute synopsises for each book. But before we get started with that, I know that we've got some things to talk about.
We do. So first off, if you're new to us, we don't normally record in hotel rooms. And so if our lighting is not great or the acoustics are a little off, we apologize. That's not our normal
MO.
Yeah. So we have our next giveaway for 26 books in 2026. This is actually going to be 3 books, but we're just going to count it as one in that giveaway. So take it away, Jessica.
Okay. So our next big giveaway is going to be the coveted cover special editions of Pam Godwin's Frozen Fate trilogy. So we will be giving one lucky subscriber all 3 of these books, which they're gorgeous. They won't ship until May because they're not supposed to be here until about then anyway. So just to keep that in mind. So what you're going to need to do is make sure that you are a part of Coveted Covers Facebook groups. You're going to go to Coveted Cover Unbox. And I said coveted, not cover to cover. We are Coveted Cover. Facebook page is called Coveted
Linked
Cover
below.
Unbox. Make sure you're in that group. It's a private group. We share a lot of spoilers in there. And then you're going to need to show that you are subscribed to us. There will be a post in there.
Yes.
Go find it. We'll put that out on Monday, at some point in time on Monday. So if it's not up quite yet when you watch this video, if you're watching it before Mandy and I wake up in the morning, give us an hour or 2, but it will be there. So
yes. So that. Yeah. And this will be open. I think we're going to leave it open for a week or 2 to give everybody plenty of time to show that they're subscribed and to get into that group, because it is a Facebook group that you have to be approved to get into. Will you have the post pinned at the top so it's easy to find, like in featured or something? Or we'll
see if we can boost it.
Scroll through there.
We'll see what I can do. I don't know. You might have to scroll through and find it.
Okay.
But because we've got other stuff happening too. So we'll see. Yeah, and we'll maybe once the post is up, we can copy it and put it in the description here. We'll have to go back in and remember to do that. So we'll try, and we'll keep reminding you guys.
Yes, and this is open to everyone. All you have to do is join that Facebook group and show that you have subscribed to Bestie Book Reviews.
Yep. So
it does not matter where you live.
Yeah, this is gonna be a big old giveaway.
Yes, we're very excited about it.
Yep. All right.
All right. That is our housekeeping. Let's just dive right into how many books we read in our reading week. So I read 8 books this week.
I read 6 books this week. So you are going to start.
Yay.
Yay, aren't you excited?
Okay. So we don't really have a timer because of the way we're set up today. So we will do our best to pay attention to the timer on the phone as much as we can to stay under a minute, but it's probably not going to be accurate.
And we're going to use the phone like we've done in the past because it makes it easier for Mandy to edit on her way home from the airport tomorrow night.
Okay, so my first book is Be Mine by M.L. Philpott. Sure. I don't know. Okay, this is about Aspen. Aspen is a PhD student, and she is doing her thesis on what happens to people in extreme isolation. So like the impacts of people in prison and being isolated from family and friends. And somebody in her program tells her about this pen pal program that she can do. So she decides to do that as a little bit of a basis for her research. And that's where she starts writing to Cade. And we see a little bit of their letters exchanged back and forth. And then she goes to visit Cade, and Cade becomes obsessed with her and gets out. And it gets kind of wild. There were just parts that I just didn't really care for. It was a novella, so that might be part of it. I rated it 3 stars.
Okay. All right. Well, my first book for the week.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Is called Deliria, and it is by Ellie Sanders. This is a psychological thriller romance. This is honestly the lighter version. You can actually get a darker version without an HEA on Amazon as well. I don't think you need that. I felt like this was dark enough without that. It had all the triggers and then some. So this is about Scarlett, who's our heroine. She has amnesia. She's in this mansion on this island and I think they're in the UK, but it's like closed off from the rest of the world. And her husband is there, Alex, and he's telling her that they're happy, that they're in love, that she's been in an accident, and that she's hurt her head. But she keeps waking up every morning with like basically her memories wiped clean, and she has to start all over again. And then there is the brother-in-law, Sebastian, who is tormenting her, who's there, and you just don't know who to believe or what's happening. And you're just kind of going like, you just don't know. Some horrible things are happening to her, and we just don't know what's going on. So you don't know who to believe, and you're just questioning everything. I gave it 4.5 stars. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It's a little bit on the crazy side. Do I think you need the darker stuff? Oh no, I couldn't imagine this being any darker, but apparently it gets that way. So yeah.
Interesting.
So I would just stick with this one, just for everybody's sanity.
All right, my next book is Miss You Never by B. Shabakin. This is about Jenica. Jenica's 27. She finds out her fiance, who she's been together with since they were in high school, so for 10 years, has been cheating on her with her sister. She is on her revenge tour, and that revenge tour involves her sleeping with his friends and recording it. 4 stars.
Okay. All right. So my next book is called Stranded, and this is by Shona Knight. And so this one is kind of right up my alley. It is Why Choose, but it is survival romance on a deserted island. So this is about Darla, who has been, when she was 13, she was in an accident with her father, and she has been stranded on this island ever since. It has been 15 years since the accident occurred. Her father died 4 months into the trip there, onto the island. And so she's been alone for a very long time. She has a pet lemur, and she talks to rocks, and she talks to trees. Like, she's really starting to lose it. But something really bad happened when they first got to the island, with some other guys that had showed up at one point. And so when she sees these guys wash on shore because she sees their plane go down, she doesn't immediately make herself known to them. She kind of sneaks around and helps them in certain ways because she doesn't know if they're bad or not. And so in a lot of ways, she's very young acting, but in a lot of ways, she's not, because she had to grow up fast to survive on the island. And so this one ends on a cliffhanger. I will talk about book 2 here in a minute, but for book 1, I gave it 4.5 stars, and I really enjoyed it. They're on the island. There's 3 guys. It's great. It was great.
Okay, next, I listened to the audio for Good Girl's Guide to Love by Shel Sloan. This is narrated by Amanda Sterling and Vincent Sky, and the audio comes out on February 17th. This is about Ansley. Ansley is our good girl. Link is our bad boy football player, and he has just been traded to the Nashville Fury, and he has like basically one chance to get his act together and get everything right. He's at the hospital doing a pediatric visit with some teammates when he runs into Ansley and just really like is taken by her. And he later runs into her again when her ex is bothering her and trying to be very insistent that they need to get back together. And he steps in and claims to be her boyfriend, which leads them to do some fake dating because it's good for his reputation. There's a lot of drama going on with other people in their lives that really kind of complicate this story, but they decide to fake date, and they are really, really bad at fake dating because they have real feelings for each other. So I really, really enjoyed this. I rated it 5 stars.
Okay, so the next one that I have is called Bitter Truths by Livy Winston. This is book 1. I think it'll be a trilogy if I remember right. So this is a dark Omegaverse Why Choose, which I like my Omegaverse dark. So that's great. So this is about Bianca. She knows that her brother's 4 friends are her scent matches. She's known since she was a little girl. And she has been attracted to them since then, but her scent, she's slow to develop. So they don't know this. They haven't figured this out yet. And so on her graduation night, kids. So on her graduation night, she is going to tell them. She's going to tell them that they are her scent matches when something traumatic happens. She has the world's shittiest best friend, and it causes a horrible. You are nothing like this, thank God.
No idea what a shitty best friend is like.
Yeah, me either. Thank God. All right. We also don't like the same men. Anyhow, where a situation occurs where between her best friend and these guys, and it leads her to having her heart absolutely crushed, ripped out of her body. body. She ends up going away for like 5 or 6 years and living in the woods with this in this little compound for omegas where they can be safe. She is just destroyed. And then one day her brother is in a bad car accident and she has to come home and she has to face the music, but she's not the same person she was before. And so this is really, really good. There are lots of triggers in this. I really enjoyed it. It does end on the cliffhanger. I haven't read book 2 yet, but I do plan to do it this week. So there's audio for the first book, but not for the second book. So I'm going to have to physically read it this week. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
So next I have Forever Undone by Jay Saman. This is the first book in her new series, Forever Boston. And I did get the audio for this, and it's narrated by CJ Bloom and JF Harding. And it comes out on February 16th. So Ashton is moving back to Boston, and he's living in his best friend's house, and Skylar already lives, and he has a daughter, and Skylar already like lives there, and he's moving in there, and her brother is off doing like Doctors Without Borders. I almost said Borders Without Doctors, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And so he just chalks it up to like, he's just kind of sleep deprived, clear across, the world type thing. And he's like, I totally forgot she was already living there. So the three of them are going to live there together while they try and work some stuff out. And while she tries to find somewhere else to live, because she just left her abusive boyfriend, and she's just kind of struggling a little bit with like how she let her life get into this place. But they both work at the hospital, so they're kind of in each other's orbit a lot. Well, it turns out Skylar finds out that she is pregnant with her ex's baby, and she's really freaked out because she doesn't know if she wants him to know or not. So Ashton steps in, and they decide to have a marriage of convenience where he can kind of help her with this whole ex and the baby, and she's going to help with his daughter. And I loved it. I rated it 5 stars. It does have an age gap, which was kind of fun too. Okay. That was really good. I love Not His Baby.
Okay. Oh, did I even say what I rated Bitter Truths?
I'm not sure.
No, I gave that one 4.5 stars. Sorry, guys. Okay, so the next book is Hunted. This is the second book in the desert island, whatever they're calling it. This is the second book of that one. Sorry, guys, it's late.
Really good.
It actually is good, except the thing is in this one they come off the island after the first
hate that.
And I hate it when they come off the island. So in this one, we see what's caused them to be on the island. There's a high stakes involved here. They're trying to navigate this life where our heroine, who hasn't lived off the island in 15 years, is back in society, and so I gave this one, it's probably higher than 3.5 stars, but I still gave it 3.5 stars because I just don't give a shit once they're off the island. So it was good. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it a lot. I think overall the whole the duet I would give 4 stars to. So definitely pick it up, but I just don't care once they get off the island. Stakes aren't high enough at that point.
Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. Thanks. So I had a really, really good reading week. So next I read Barbarian's Touch by Ruby Dixon.
I love it.
Which is number 7 in the Ice Planet Barbarians, which it is my goal to try and get through the entire series before mid-March. So this one is about Lila. Lila is deaf, and she was in the spaceship that they didn't really know still had people in it. And so she's just kind of getting acclimated to where she is. They're going to start traveling, and her cochlear implants are gone. And so she's relying on her sister Maddie to help her understand what's going on. When, what's his name? Hassan kidnaps her and takes her because he wants to resonate with her. So he tries to force that resonation when he kidnaps her. Rokan decides that he's going to find her because he really is smitten with her and is hoping that they'll resonate. So he goes searching for her. There's a Yeti that gets involved. And Rokan is trying to practice sign language when Maddie gets mad at him and flips him off. And so he's like, oh, that's hand speak. That must be an important sign. And so he's like, I practice it so I can use it later. And oh my gosh, it just cracked me up. So I just love this book. I rated it 5 stars because I just really, really love this one. And it might just be that I've finally let go of all my alien hangups and have just really totally embraced the series. I loved it.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well,
okay.
the next book I listened to, it was an audio. I actually got this audio earlier than everybody else. So this was an ALC that I got from BJ Alpha. So this is Stone. This is the first book in her Carrera family. I've already read the book, but when I saw that the audio was coming out, I got really excited. So this is the audio is done by Desiree Ketchum and James Cassidy. The audio will be out for the rest of you by the end of the month. She just doesn't know what day is coming out because when you're an indie author and you don't have that publisher to do this, or the agent, then it takes you longer. Amazon likes to dick them around. So this is a dark mafia. Stone is the half brother to our heroine oh my gosh, Sienna. Thank you. Sorry. And Stone has amnesia. He's the bastard brother. He doesn't remember his life up until the time he was brought to their home. He's been abused by his father and his uncle pretty severely. And he has a thing for his sister. And he doesn't understand why he has a thing for his sister. But they don't really look a lot alike. So let's just put it that way. But he is an MMA fighter or boxer. I can't remember, but loved it. It was still 5 stars. The audio was fantabulous.
Okay, my next book was a novella, and that is Calm, which is 7.5 in the Ice Planet Barbarians. It's part of the Slices of Life, and this is just about Malak, the healer, and she is sensing something dreadful is happening, and that's kind of just laying way for what's about to happen in the series. That's it.
Okay, what'd you give it?
It's not really a romantic,
no, it's a novella.
Slice of life.
It's a slice of life.
I rated it 4 stars.
Okay. Well, the last book that I read this week is Sap and Secrets by Daphne Elliott. This was her newest release that came out. This one sounded like it was right up my alley. It's about Evie and Jasper. Evie has PCOS, and she and Jasper had a one-night stand about 9 months earlier. He is a firefighter in a small town where they're having this whole sap
They're having
syrup.
Sap?
No, they have like a syrup festival or whatever.
Oh.
And so he's working the night of the festival as a firefighter when they get a call about this woman, or get a call about a dead body first, and then they get a call about a woman needing help. And so he goes over to help, and that's Evie. She's at the place where she works, and she is in labor. She didn't know she was pregnant. He didn't know he was pregnant, by the way. And he's like, do you know who the dad is? And she's like, yeah, you. So, that's it. And there's also this dead body that kind of showed up in a barrel of what do you make from sap? Syrup barrel is the thing. Give it a 4. I'm gonna call it a soft 4. Just definitely, it's just not my jam. It sounds like it would be, it's just not my jam. So, but somebody else might enjoy it. I don't know. So, okay, that's it. I'm out for the week.
Okay, so next I have The Hot Shot by Piper Rain. She sent me some fun little things, but nobody wants to help me hold everything. Again, nobody wants to help me
sorry.
hold everything.
Was that me?
So I got some fun little things in the mail from her for the new series, or for them, because Piper and Rain are 2 people that write together. So anyway, I'm so excited about this new series. So this is the first book in the Dugout series, which is called The Hot Shot. And I got the ALC for this. It has full cast narration. This one is in duet by J.F. Harding and C.J. Bloom, and it comes out February 17th. So we have Layton, who's she has a cousin who's been like a sister to her, like a best friend sister, who her and her husband have died, and she was named in their will the person that would take custody of their 3 kids. And so that's what she's been doing. She goes from being a single nurse to being in charge of 3 kids' lives. And so we see like a little bit of those struggles. But then the husband's brother and his wife decide to contest the guardianship, and so that kind of throws everything into a tailspin. Her best friend's brother is Hayes. Hayes is a pro baseball player, and her best friend sends Hayes over to help her a few times, and Hayes ends up stepping up and saying that they are together to help it seem like she's got more help than to help with this whole contested thing. So I really, 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 really enjoyed it, and I rated it 5 stars. I had a great reading week.
Yeah, I had a good reading week. Was that it?
But I have one more.
Okay.
So then I read, oh, you're gonna hold up for me. Thank you. I read Playing with Forever by Rebecca Jinshak. So this is about Lacey and Vaughn. So Lacey and Vaughn are in high school. So this is YA, but I loved it so much. So Lacey is like the bubbly cheerleader. Vaughn is the captain of the soccer team. And his dad is a pro soccer player. And so he's got a lot of pressure on him to be like the best soccer player ever. And his grades slip and he is benched because his grades are bad. And so he begs Lacey to tutor him. So this is a slow burn as the two of them spend time together because they didn't really care for each other because he is her best friend's ex-boyfriend. And Lacey also has a bucket list of things she wants to accomplish in high school, which really plays into the story nicely. And I just really enjoyed it. I rated it 4 stars.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's it. That was our week.
Yes, but before we wrap up, I did not finish this in time for 1 minute book recs. I am, as you can see, I got my bookmark. I have been reading and reading on this one. I am really enjoying it. This is our book club pick for this week, though, or for this month. Book club is this Friday, though, on the 20th at 6 p.m. So we'd love for you to join us to talk about Fight by Sloane St. James.
Perfect. All right. Do your thing.
Well, make sure you check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for new videos from us.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in that next video.